Hello guys, so in here in this short video I wanted to show you an example of a one-page webinar that I have created for myself and I have used for myself. As you can see here in my browser, if you have a look at the address, it's my own domain, okay, here, and I've created a special one-page website like for this webinar. Okay, the interesting part about this is how I've created this page, because I didn't use wix.com, which I've showed you how to use in a different video. But as you can see, this looks very good. Here you can see that the Google Hangout logo is here. Okay, this was practically live streamed from Google Hangout. The webinar was called "The Free Ways of Earning Passive Income from Online Courses." So this is how the page was structured. What is very nice is that I've included here a button for a promotion that I ran at the end of the webinar. Also, I've just added this Facebook comment tab here, so you guys can see how it would look like on a one-page webinar. And here in the right part of the screen, if you have a closer look, you can see that I have added also a different plugin to chat, okay, to chat with the people from the webinar, okay, with my audience. So this was like a plugin that I have added directly into the HTML source code of this page, okay, of webinar6.html. And this is a plugin that you can find on the web. It's for free. It's very easy. You just copy paste the code in your one-page webinar page and it will appear like this to you in the right part of the page, okay. The name of the plugin is ChatWe, and it's actually very nice. Now, how was I able to create this this very simple page that has this chat box, okay, this button for my offer and everything else? Well, actually I have used my GetResponse account. For those of you who don't know, GetResponse, it's an email marketing service. Okay, it has prices. You have a 40-day trial if you want to use it. In my opinion, it's much better for marketers than maybe MailChimp or other type of services, because you have landing page builders, you have very nice templates that you can use in different purposes, you have very nice registration forms and so on. So you have a lot of possibilities. Also in the price, for example, mine right now, it's $15 per month, okay, which actually, and it lets me have up to 1,000 subscribers, and I have access to all the features that it has to offer. Okay, what is nice is that in this price you have included the autoresponder function, which is necessary if you want to promote your webinar in a more professional manner. Okay, you need to create those reminders in an autoresponder sequence, so you don't have to send them each day to the same people again and again to create different newsletters. You create your email sequence once, your autoresponder, you put it in place, and every time someone will subscribe on the list that they want to participate to the webinar, they will get automatically those emails that you have created, those reminders, okay? If you have seen in MailChimp, in the free version, you don't have access at the autoresponder. You have to create every single day a new email to send to people that have subscribed or have registered for your webinar. So this is actually very nice that you have this possibility with GetResponse. Now, what I have used to create that page that you have seen earlier, let me just log into my account and I'll show you. Okay, now we are into my GetResponse dashboard. And if you will go here in the upper menu, you have a section with messages, okay, create newsletters, or you have a landing page builder. Practically, I've done something very simple. I went to the landing page builder. Okay, you can go either to the messages section or to the landing page builder. If I will press this button restore, I think it will show exactly my builder, my page for the webinar. Let's have a look. Okay, now this was my registration form for that webinar. Okay, I've created this with GetResponse. You have different templates. It's actually very easy to use. Let me go back. Okay, so If you want to build a page directly here, how can you, after that, how can you practically export the page from here to your own domain? It's very, very simple. Okay. So for example, you go to the create newsletter section, you press the new email creator. Okay, you just type in a name, it doesn't matter, a subject. Okay, you press next step, and here you will see that you have different templates, okay, from which you can choose. Let's take the first one. Okay, this is just for the sake of the example. It's actually very, very simple. And as you can see here, all these blocks are editable. Okay, all these blocks that you see here. So you can edit practically all these blocks here. Okay, put a name, make it look however you want. Okay, like the title of the webinar or something like that. Okay, after that, maybe you want to delete this part, or maybe you want to replace it. It doesn't matter. Okay, you want to leave this button, maybe you want to add, for example, a PayPal button right here to an offer. Okay, you are selling something at the end of the webinar. You can type this off, and for example, in this part here, you may want to enter your practically your frame for the webinar. Okay, your Google Hangouts frame. What you can do right now is, let me just have a look at this. Okay, you can bring this text here, for example. Okay, and here, instead of this text, you will have your frame for the webinar. So you will have your window with the live webinar. So what you can do here? First of all, you go to the HTML editor. You see here in this part of the screen, you have the HTML editor. You press yes, continue, and your embedment code from Hangouts or from YouTube, you will go and copy paste it. I think I went to the wrong block. Just a second, guys. Okay, title of the webinar. Okay, download now. So you will go and copy, okay, your text, your embedment code somewhere here. Okay, practically you will use as let's say like a checkpoint, or so you can figure out where exactly to put the code. You just look here after this text. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing to us here, but in a normal case it should appear to you. And instead of that text, you copy here in the HTML version your frame of the webinar. What you do after that, it's very, very simple. You just copy paste this. You go to your domain name, okay, where you have your hosting. You create a page on your domain, maybe webinar.html. You edit that HTML, you press edit on it, and you paste this code that you have copied from here there. And after that, you will see exactly the page that you have created here with the webinar framed and everything on that page if you will enter on it. For example, as you have seen my domain, it's therealdeal.ro/webinar6.html. Okay, and that's how I've created this page on my domain here. Okay, I've pressed edit on this page. I've passed the code from GetResponse on my page. I saved it, and after that, when I enter on the domain, the page appears. Okay, what I have integrated more on this page that is different from GetResponse, I have practically copy pasted also the code of ChatWe, this plugin for chatting. Okay, but you can find this plugin if you want to install it on Google. So it's actually very, very simple. Now, another way to do this is to use the builder. Okay, the landing page builder of GetResponse. So you go to GetResponse, you go to landing pages, create new, and you will have different type of landing pages here. Okay, guys, different types. So for example, you select a sales page. Okay, something that looks very, very nice. Let me choose one just as an example for you guys. I don't like this ones. Webinar pages. Okay, for example, we can use actually this template that you have seen me using as a registration form, okay, with slight modifications. But what you can do right now is, for example, you have this template, you delete this button here, and what you can do is put this video here. Okay, this is practically a YouTube video. Okay, make it as big as you want to. Okay, if you double click on it here, you put your embedment code for YouTube, and that's it, guys. After that is the same thing, but you don't have the menu here in the lower part. You have here the menu in the upper part, the HTML editor. Obviously you will edit everything on this page. You add whatever you want. As you can see, you already have a button. You can edit this one with your special offer, give them details and so on. Then you press on the HTML editor, you press yes, continue, and you have your code. You just copy the code, paste it on the page on your domain, and voila, you have your one-page webinar. So that's how I've created this page, guys. As you can see, it's very, very simple. So if you have access to a email marketing service like GetResponse, it will be much, much easier. What is very nice at GetResponse, as I've told you before, and I will show you this very, very quickly, is the fact that you can create also, and this will be useful for you when you are preparing your webinar or a list or something like that. It's the fact that you can create an autoresponder sequence. Okay, so maybe in GetResponse, practically your email lists or your registration forms for different campaigns are named as campaigns. As you can see, I have different types of campaigns here. For example, for my webinar, I've used free webinar teaching. Okay, you will create a new campaign, for example, and after you have created the new campaign, that's where your new subscribers for the webinar, for example, they will be subscribed in that certain campaign here. Okay, what you can do is go and create an autoresponder that will be time-based. On the first day after somebody subscribes, gets a response. You choose the message, create a new email here. Okay, you give it a name, autoresponder name, my webinar, for example. Okay, you create a new email, you give it a message, my webinar 1, the subject, webinar confirmation. I'm just giving you example, guys. Obviously you will have your own okay, you'll have your own messages and stuff like that. Maybe you want to start it from scratch. Okay, I won't go into many details with these guys because I just want to show you the principle, because this means that you have to take on GetResponse. Okay, you just type in your email, whatever you want to send to guys that have subscribed to your webinar. You have your first message, as you can see here, the create autoresponder on day 1. Okay, my webinar, save and publish. Don't send the message. Okay, and as you can see, you have two different types of autoresponders because we have selected the same campaign. But in order to manage your autoresponders, you click on this button here and you go, for example, show autoresponder for your campaign. I want for this campaign. Okay, and I deselect this one. And as you can see, I only have a confirmation email that it's sent out to everybody that subscribes to that list. Okay, this is how it looks like. Okay, so if anyone subscribes to my list that I have created as a registration form for my webinar, they will automatically get this email. from me. Okay, I don't send it, it's sent automatically to them. That's the power of autoresponder. Then in the second day, because this is day 0 when they subscribe, in the second day I can add a different message. Then in the second day, in the third, and so on till the date of the webinar. Okay, it depends on me how many I want to add. I can add even 33 if I want. Okay, automatic messages. This can be very useful, guys. That's why I've also wanted to show you guys this. Okay, now guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope that you had a better insight and overview of how to use this technique and all these builders, okay, drag and drop builders and email services to create your own one-page webinar, and also to create okay, a proper let's say a proper setup for your webinar, how to create your reminders, okay, your autoresponders, your email list, and so on for your webinar. Now guys, thank you very much for your attention, and I look forward to see you in our next videos. Bye bye till then, good luck, Sorin here.